heard about the cheesecake of the
I'm-
Basque Country? It's the most famous cheesecake there. It's a specific place that they recommend where they only make the cheesecake. It's called La Vigna, and you get a piece of it. And I think it has a very, very strong flavor of cheese.
Hello everybody and welcome to Hispanophiles Travel in Spain with only half a brain. Party in the city where the heat is on night and the beach at the break of dawn. Welcome to España. Bienvenidos a España. On today's episode, get your swimming trunks and your goggles ready because we are going on vacation. Of course we're going to Spain. This is the vacation season, so Mistique and I, we are giving you what we think are the perfect 7-day holidays, vacations, trips, journeys, whatever you want to call it, in this beautiful kingdom. But first, we're going to say hello to the girl Mistique. She's back in the studio. How are you, babe?
Yeah, I'm good.
Is it okay if I call you babe, or should I avoid that? Should I be a bit more 21st
That's very
century?
English, right? Babe.
It
Hey,
is
babe.
a bit laddie as well, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I like it.
I can understand why some women would find that
Assaulting?
No, not assault. No, I'm not assaulting you by calling you babe. A bit patronising, maybe. Or a little bit, let's say, backward, antiquated. But you're okay with me saying babe?
Yeah. I like it. It's very Sydney 2010.
It's very Sydney 2010. In fact, that's where I learnt it.
Yeah.
Is Sydney 2010 a person or a film or?
It's when I lived there in
I know.
2010.
I know. I was being pedantic.
Yeah.
Babe, how have you been? What's new?
I'm so sick of everything. I'm just ready to go on vacation. Vamos a la playa. Na 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 na. Or vacaciones. What is the song with the vacaciones?
There's probably a few songs of Vacaciones. The main holiday-themed song I'm aware of that I enjoy is Holiday by the Queen herself, Madonna. Holiday!
No. It's with the...
Celebrate!
It's...
It's
a Spanish word,
if we
vacaciones.
took a holiday, pew, 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 pew. Let's take some time to get away.
Vacaciones. No, which one is that they used the Spanish word? It's a very famous Spanish song. You don't remember anything?
I don't, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
neither.
not Spanish enough, clearly, to know Spanish vacation songs.
It's okay.
We'll figure out over the course of the episode, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
So you're upset with everything, things are getting you down, you're a little bit disheartened by work, boyfriend,
No.
Barcelona, cockroaches.
Weather.
What's wrong with the weather?
Well, actually, I love rain. I love playing PlayStation. So when it's raining, this is a very Nordic thing. When it's raining, you have an excuse to stay inside. When it's sunny, you could not sit inside and play PlayStation.
Barcelona's been hit by storms, so much so, I think, on Tuesday, planes couldn't take off in the evening.
Very true. In Mallorca as well, I read.
In the Western Med. I was working late because I had some plans later on, so I thought I'd go straight to the plans after finishing work, and so therefore I was working a bit longer. I thought I'm going to go out of the office now, go to a little Asian restaurant around the corner, get something to eat. Got there, the heavens opened, and I got stuck at this restaurant with no jumper, no jacket, no coat, no umbrella.
No.
And eventually I was just like, my plans are about to start, so I need to run back to the office. Got soaking wet, of course, but that's what you get for being a klutz and not organising yourself well enough. There we go.
That's why you need to have an office umbrella. I have a home umbrella and an office umbrella, so I'm always covered. If it starts raining when I'm at work, I take it home, I take it back to the office the next day.
Now you know what to buy me for Christmas. Speaking of disorganised, Silvano forgot we were recording today.
MIA.
Even though I put money and reserved the booth, and I'm keeping this in the edit to shame him for that purpose, but never mind. Hope you enjoy this one, Silvano. Please do like and subscribe as well. So, just Mistique and I talking you through what your plans for your summer vacation should be this year in Spain. But first, of course, we need to start with our regular segments.
Word of the week. Sounded quite disgusting.
Yeah, that sounded really quite
Word of the week.
blokey, but yeah.
Blokey is
Sorry.
what is blokey?
Blokey, oh Christ.
Like a. Then I'm
Sort of
picturing like
an unsophisticated man.
Yeah, a man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also imagine a man, a bloke.
When you were saying that.
Yeah. So the word of the day. I'm a bit confused with this word. Let's see. It's the word pika pika.
Pika pika. Okay.
Pikachu.
Very nice.
No, it's not Pikachu.
It's not Pikachu. No. What do you think? What does it mean?
Well, it has several meanings. Some words that I find and I search for them online, they don't really give you this not necessarily correct meaning, but also a clear, like the sources do not agree.
Yeah.
And also there are not that many sources for all of these weird words that I find. So I'm not 100% sure.
Are you sure you're using Google correctly?
That could be the issue.
What are you searching for, Mistique?
Weird things.
Yeah. Things we can't talk about on the podcast. Carry on. Tell me what pika pika means, please.
Okay. First, meanings that I didn't know. Pika, it can mean something that bites, or a bite, like an insect, but also a bite of something to eat, something that stings, like a sauce. Also, an itch. Did you know this?
Yeah.
All of these. Oh, okay, you knew it. Okay. But yeah, a bite that stimulates your appetite. So it's a little nibble, little snack, right? Something to
Nibble
eat.
is what I think the British English translation would be of, for example, comida tipo pica pica is, the sort of thing you put around at a dinner party or at any kind of event. You've got little trays of things, and people without an invitation can put their hand and pick something out and throw it in their mouth.
Yeah.
It isn't a meal, it's just something small to have socially.
Yeah.
Normally while you're doing something else. That's
Yeah.
tipo pica, yeah.
Like
Comida tipo pica pica,
chips,
yes.
olives, for example.
Perfect examples. Popcorn,
Yeah.
little,
And they
chopped up
said
ham.
it said someone suggested it's something for eat while you're standing. I don't know if this is necessary to stand.
It's a bit ableist. We need to be more inclusive on this podcast. If you're in a wheelchair, I give you permission to have comida tipo pica pica as well. Don't worry.
Yeah. Oh, you're so nice, James.
no, I'm not. I'm the biggest from Barcelona, but never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
If you see him, you know it's him.
Facts, bro.
Well, someone also mentioned pico de gallo, which is a Mexican garnish made of tomatoes, onions, cilantro, lime, and jalapeno peppers. It means...
But that's pico, not pica.
It means, right, beak of the rooster. I mean, if pico is beak, then it's not pica. But they wrote it in this context, and they said it could be because it has a lot of bite and sting and bold ingredients to the dish. But how does that work? Because it's the same word, but only with an A or an O in the end, pico or pica. So could it be related to have any meaning of...
It could
of the
be.
same?
I'm not an expert on Spanish etymology. I do like etymology as a subject quite a lot, but I don't know the origin of the word pico de gallo. Coming from the verb picar, P-I-C-A-R, a very versatile verb. I generally use it most frequently when talking about spicy food.
How? What does it mean?
Picar. Picar is to be spicy.
To be spicy. Ooh.
So
So could that be to say that it's a compliment? Pico.
Well,
No.
Pica mucho, eh? Pica mucho.
You say that to a person?
Pica bastante. I would say it's got something to it. It's a little bit spicy. It's like you go to a restaurant and you say, "Me lo pones picante? Can you make it spicy for me?"
Oh, yeah. What did you say in the first word there?
Me lo pones picante?
Me lo pones?
Yeah.
Pon.
Can you make it spicy for me?
Melo.
Me.
Me. Oh yeah,
Lo.
melo.
Yeah. 2 words. They
Yeah.
are pronouns. Yes. Me lo pones picante.
Yeah.
There we go. So very versatile verb. Does it have any other meanings? Picar, to itch, to scratch. Great word.
Great. 2 words.
Pica,
Same
pica.
word 2 times.
Duplicated word.
1
And a good one.
times 2 is 2.
We've learned something today. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mistique.
You're welcome.
Moving on to the next segment, the Spanish news of the week. We've got an interesting story about a confrontation, not face to face, but through the media, between the president of Argentina, Javier Milei, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, in which Javier Milei recently visited Spain on a 3-day tour, and he is a demagogue. I'm not going to comment on his particular political leanings because that isn't why you listen, I know full well. But he is someone who is very rambunctious and very verbose in his speech. He is the sort of person who does not contain himself when he's speaking. Visited Spain recently, and among many other things that irritated many people in the press, other people in politics, he described Pedro Sanchez's wife as corrupt. He criticised her publicly, for which Pedro Sanchez nor his wife have received an apology. And as a consequence, in retribution, Spain has decided to recall its ambassador to Argentina. So for the main embassy in Argentina for Spain, there is indefinitely not going to be an ambassador.
Just because of that?
Yeah, it's a little bit petty now.
Yeah.
It's worth saying Javier Milei is from the Libertarian Party, so more kind of centre-right leaning in Argentina, whereas Pedro Sanchez is a socialist from the PSOE party, so centre-left here. It comes across to me a little bit like two people from different sides of the coin, just having a spat for no reason whatsoever and not resolving anything. But it doesn't seem to have escalated massively yet. Javier Milei has not given any public apology to Pedro Sanchez or his wife, but he's also not retaliated. He's not done anything further to complicate relations between Argentina and Spain. He hasn't in any way recalled the ambassador to Spain of Argentina from Spain. That hasn't happened. There's going to be no implications probably for the lives of any of us here in Spain or Argentina. But they are two countries that are very important to each other. Spain is the second country in the world with regards to foreign direct investment in Argentina after the USA when categorized by value. So only the USA pumps more money into Argentinian businesses than Spain does. So it is unprecedented, let's say, in the relations between the two countries. So
Maybe there's something we don't know.
could be with the guy's wife. Is that what you're getting at here? I knew you would be. That is not something I am going to suggest on. Yeah, exactly. I'm no way going to speculate what
Also
anybody does
corrupted,
with the president's wife. But
could that be another word from saying gold digger, for example?
y'all gotta.
Yeah.
Okay. The one person I thought I was safe with bringing in here and not saying any crazy language, but there we go. No, we're all fine. Yeah. Moral of the
People
story.
are still singing this song.
Kanye West Gold Digger.
Yeah.
It's a good song, but let's get back to the news story. Moral of the story is don't say anything nasty about people's spouses.
Amen.
Anybody in a professional context that you know, don't talk about their wife or their husband. Simple as that. Give me an amen.
Amen.
Thank you very
Can I
much.
get an amen up in here?
Okay, that was my rapper impression. Let's move on with the main segment, shall we? Holiday.
And
Celebrate.
holiday.
We are recording this in mid-June of 2024 with the full knowledge that within the month we will both be jetting away, having an amazing time wherever we're going with the people we love, doing the things we love, and with not a single care for our professional responsibilities or otherwise. That is why we're here today. We know you guys are doing the same thing, so let's discuss what would be, in our own opinion, the best way to celebrate a 7-day holiday here in the Kingdom of Spain, God's greatest country on this beautiful planet Earth. Do you agree, Mistique?
Can I get amen up in here?
Amen, shouty. So, a couple of rules to this game.
Is it a game?
There's, okay, no, it's not a game. A couple of things. You're going carte blanche. Don't think about budget. Don't think about limitations with regards to, oh no, I need to pay this back on my credit card, whatever. You can go with whoever you like. It can be any time of the year, and you do not have to worry about the practicalities you would normally think about while preparing a holiday. So if one evening you're going crazy with the booze, the next day you don't have to think I probably need to have a full day in the hotel room sobering up. No, you don't have to think like that.
So hangovers are cured by
hangovers don't exist in the realm of this game, okay?
I didn't plan for this. I planned for what I'm actually gonna do.
Which is
Which
exactly
is my
what
budget, which is being hangover. Maybe actually just in the first place I'm going to.
Yeah, but you like to party hard. That's how we first met. That's what we first discussed. Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
but did we actually
were gonna
party
be
hard,
brothers.
though?
We've been out dancing
2 times.
That's more than I've been out with Silvano dancing. So
Yeah.
consider yourself lucky. Okay, so tell me, in your scenario, when are you going?
On Saturday.
This Saturday. You're just giving us your holiday plans this year.
Yeah, I am actually.
Okay.
Because I already researched this, but it's according to my budget. Let's see if I would make any big changes anyways. Okay, no, it's in there, but
Good.
yeah, I didn't, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, kind of early summer.
Yeah, because I want to go before school holidays starts, so I'm not
Smart.
there with the kids, you know? I wanted to have quiet time, zen time, and also maybe some couple time, And
easy access to the slide and the playground, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be waiting for anybody to...
Yeah, and the amusement park just
Exactly.
from, yeah.
Very good.
The creepy one person walking around, enjoying...
The creepy 30-plus person,
Yeah.
still on the swings,
Yeah.
Look at me, mummy.
Yeah.
Take my photo. Okay, so, early summer. Who are you going with?
Well, now...
In the scenario.
In the scenario, I didn't think it like that. I'm thinking what I would realistically do. In the scenario, okay, let's do a bit of both then. Okay, so this is 3 places divided by 2, and 3 days, and I would go with my boyfriend, I would go with my sister, and I would go alone. This is perfect for me.
We're entering the multiverse here, the Spideyverse,
Yeah.
the Mystique-verse.
I would preferably do boyfriend, myself, and sister because...
Oh, all 3 of you together? You mean?
No,
Oh, okay.
separate
Okay.
times. Because I also like to travel alone. So, but I haven't been traveling alone for the last trip. So now it's gonna be a bit like getting used to it again. I'm an old soul. I'm an old backpacker by heart. I am.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm getting totally Sydney 2010 vibes here right now.
Right.
Very good. Okay,
yeah.
so you've got 3 different versions. We can expand on that. Final question, and I deliberately did not tell you this. What is the one item that you could not do this journey without? The one thing you have to bring. Don't say charger, don't say credit card.
No tampons and stuff like that.
Don't say tampons yet. Because you'll make me blush, which is what I'm doing right now. What are you bringing?
Well, I am bringing a tiny Game Boy.
Tiny Game Boy.
One of these sizes, like small hand sizes.
The size of your arm.
Of my baby hands.
Tiny little hands, okay. Why are you bringing a tiny Game Boy the size of your left palm?
Because I never got to play Pokemon game when I was little, and someone at work gifted this to me, it's very expensive, like 60 euros. And then I haven't really started playing it, and I do want to play the Pokemon game.
Okay. Because of Pika Pika, is that what you're influenced by here?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to ask the question. When you're in Pallet Town, and what's the doctor's name? The guy who gives you your first Pokemon, whatever his name is, are you choosing Bulbasaur? Are you choosing Squirtle? Or are you choosing Charmander?
Charmander.
Basic choice, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's the obvious one to go for. My girl's got fire inside her,
Fire.
Very good. Okay, let's begin. Day 1.
Day 1, Pamplona, here we come. So I'm taking the train for 4 hours is what I'm choosing to do.
Good.
From Barcelona to Pamplona because I want to see stuff,
You're gonna catch so many Pokemon on that 4-hour train
cows,
journey.
Pokemons, birds, Harry Potter.
You're gonna see Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard he's here right now.
In Spain.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe.
Yep.
Maybe he's going to Pamplona, and we'll see.
And why Pamplona, you ask?
No, tell me about day 1.
Day 1, I get to the hotel. It's a little cute hotel next to some ruins that I don't remember of somewhere in the old town-ish. I don't know the name of those ruins.
Is it the Citadel, I think it's called?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, put down the suitcase, put on some new fresh clothes, and out we go. And we go out to the old town. And I've seen that they have a statue there with some... it's a bull.
Okay.
Yeah. The bull statue. I really want to see this one. Just because I'm not going to be there for the bull run.
In the town square, no?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
that the one, I think, when it is San Fermin, which is the festival you're referring to, with the running of the bulls?
Yeah.
They all gather in this square in front of the town hall, which is quite a narrow building, I think. 2 lanes going off to the right of it. All kind of made of beautiful sandstone, I think, from the local region. And in the middle there will be a musical group making music, and around will be all the people about to join the run wearing their white suits. With their red handkerchiefs exactly tied around the neck.
Yeah.
And I saw a video this year, I think, and they're all kind of bouncing together in time with the music. It looked really atmospheric.
My friend...
That's the square I think you're referring to.
Yeah, my best friend went there, and she even showed me a picture of the handkerchief. Because her friend was running it, but they were not running, and they all bought this outfit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
A
Maybe
souvenir.
that's what I think everyone dresses up in this.
That I think is obligatory dress if you're participating in the run itself. I think so.
Then you have to do it. Yeah.
I will do it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's also known for green zones, I read. So, green parks and pedestrian areas. And then I want to have lunch and eat pinchos because it is. I mean, all of. You don't say Baskeland. We say Baskeland.
The Basque Country.
Basque Country, yeah. We say Baskeland in Norwegian. So the pinchos will be everywhere, but this will be my first time trying it in the Basque Countries and try the local wine, Rioja.
If you're going to Pamplona, one thing you're going to have to try is called Pacharan. Paxarran, I think.
What is it?
It is, I guess you could describe it as a liquor, though it's not normally as strong as things like whiskey, rum, vodka, whatever it may be. Normally, I think around 20-25% proof. It is a drink made from, I think, sloe berry or something that kind of grows in the highlands of Navarra, where you'll be going. If you imagine Jägermeister, make it a little less thick, not such a horrible bitter taste, and make it sweeter. You've got and more of a sort of berry flavour to it. That's Pacharan.
It sounds delicious.
It's delightful. I absolutely adore it.
Is it too sweet or not? Because
no, it's not too sweet, but it's kind of comparing it to Jägermeister, which can be a little bit sort of bitter, I think. Or you've got the sort of herbal quality, but a bit of sweetness, and it's alcoholic, and it's
nice.
Get a little glass with that, put ice in it, and good local stuff.
I
went to go watch. You're absolutely welcome. I went to go watch the football team at Pamplona, Osasuna, play a game one time against a club they have a friendship with, Alaves. And I was in the bar talking to a couple of local fans wearing the berets of the Basque Country. I was like, "What are you boys drinking?" And I tried some. Love the stuff.
Ooh,
that should be on your list.
Yep, it's on my list.
Okay, so day one.
Day one is basically just walking around, seeing the old town, eating. Actually, I feel like all of Pamplona is that because it doesn't seem like a big city to me. It has some medieval history and stuff, but I don't know too much about that.
Day two.
Day two. Well, I want to get out of the city because I've seen everything in the city. So I want to go up on a hill that takes around 2 hours walk from the city center. That has an old fortress and a prison, and you could also do some guided tours there, I saw, but it's like this abandoned kind of fortress thing, and it's called it has two names, Fort San Cristobal or Alfonso XII. So this one was established after the Carlist War, 1876, to control the strategic point that overlooks the city of Pamplona, so you will have a nice view from there, which I really want.
Wow. I've never heard of that.
No.
Could we use some of the images, if you take some photos, could we use that in the YouTube upload of this? Is that okay? Fantastic.
Yeah, so that will take the whole day. Heavy trip.
You like a good hike?
Yeah, I love to hike.
Excellent.
I hike everywhere.
Yes. In Euskadi, the Basque Country, you do get a lot of hills. None of the hills are particularly high, so they're not mountains, but up and down. And the area really is very grass covered. And when I was there last time, going from Pamplona, I think, to Vitoria, it smells a lot like the north of England after rain.
Oh,
you know, that beautiful, lush, verdant smell that you can't really describe. You can't put words to, but it kind of gives me the feel at home.
Nature, you can even smell the fresh plants. Yeah.
Don't get in the southern half of Spain, but
no, you do get it in Norway, I have to say. Maybe even better, if not to brag, but
it's because it rains even more than the UK, I guess, so that's the reason why. So
more fresh nature,
more fresh people.
Yeah.
Okay, day 3.
I'm out of here. I'm sick of this. Sick of this place. I'm gonna take the bus, 1.5 hours, very quick bus ride to San Sebastian.
San Sebastian, very nice.
Also called Donostia, which is the Basque word for it.
Very good.
Yeah. Known for its beaches. Was it the Kings that used to have this as a vacation destination back in the days?
Good. The 60s band, the Kings.
Yeah, so someone high up used to have this.
Someone high up in the world.
Yeah. This is why I will take a history tour in San Sebastian when I'm there. It has more Michelin star restaurants per square meters than anywhere else in the world.
Wow, that is the best fact I think we've ever had on the show. That is good research.
So
I like that.
Good research.
Fantastic.
And of course I would know that because I'm a foodie and I love food. But
yes,
my
indeed.
budget will only take me to the local places, unfortunately.
But you know what? That means you get a more authentic Spanish experience, you know? So
Yeah, but if it is if I could have saved up money, I would for sure try one of them. And I've done research. Anthony Bourdain?
Anthony Bourdain, yes.
Bourdain. I checked where he went. I checked where Hellström, the Norwegian chef, went, and they all are pointing to a couple of similar restaurants. But I don't.
This is where we jump through the multiverse and we go into the holiday in which you're going with your boyfriend, and he's paying. So you're going to tell us right now which of those Michelin star restaurants.
No, I don't have the name.
Oh, come on! Look it up.
Yeah, but I don't know which one they both. No, wait. Maybe I have it on Google Maps. Oh, I have it. I even have it saved just in case someone wants to invite me to a meal there. I don't know how anyone would want to just pay me to eat there.
Somebody listening would love to take you out.
Yeah, if I find some Norwegian people, maybe they have, because they have more money, you know.
Bit racist, but okay, we'll go with that.
So the place that they both recommended, the two, I was going to say doctors of food, is Ganbara. It has on Google Maps, it has 3 of the Euro symbols. It's a long-standing restaurant serving small plates and mains in a relaxed space with a wine cellar. And then you're like, but how expensive can this stuff be? It doesn't have to be too expensive, but it depends on your budget. So this dish is something they recommended. It's wild mushrooms with an egg yolk and foie gras.
Ooh.
It's one of the dishes there. Let's see the price for this one.
That would have a strong flavour, foie gras and mushroom.
Yeah.
Very brothy flavour.
I also feel like I could make it myself.
Foie gras is not cheap.
You can
Also not the most ethical foods to eat if that's the way you're inclined, but
you can buy it in Mercadona and then you just...
buy foie gras in Mercadona.
Can you not?
I think you struggle. Carry on.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. That would be my Michelin...
So you get San Sebastian, have a walk around. In the evening you're going for a Michelin star meal in Ganbara. Is that day 3?
That's day 3.
Oh, Harry Potter can take you, Daniel Radcliffe can take you.
Yeah, because he will be in the area.
He's got a couple of euros spare.
Yeah. We can talk. We have lots of to talk about.
I can give you his WhatsApp if you want.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, I do have WhatsApp actually.
I know.
Yeah.
And Mistique checked her messages, unlike Silvano. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, after that meal, I want to finish with the famous cheesecake.
Go on.
You haven't heard about the cheesecake of the Basque countries?
No, I'm not familiar.
It's the most famous cheesecake there. It's this specific place that they recommend, traditional bakery kind of, where they only make the cheesecake. It's called La Vigna, and they make these like huge cheesecakes, and you get a piece of it. And I think it has a very, very strong flavor of cheese. But which cheese is it? I don't know.
I'm not a baker. I never bake. I never eat cake either.
But cheesecake can be good if it's not... I don't like too sweet things. But when it's like this, like cheese, I love. So if you put that and make it a bit moist and doughy and stuff, will be amazing. So this is...
Show me a photo. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah.
Specialty cheesecake of the Basque country.
Oh, someone wants to come with me on the trip, I hear.
I'm thinking about it, yeah.
You can come for a day or two.
Well,
and then I need my alone time. You can come for 2 days. Okay, three max.
Okay.
Yeah. Basque burnt cheesecake, but it doesn't say...
That's good branding right now. Coming to the Great Basque Bake Off very soon. Is it that? Yes, I do recognise that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. So nothing particularly elaborate or extraordinary in terms of ingredients, just a cheesecake that is slightly, I don't want to say the word burnt, but that's what it is around the outside, to give it a bit more form, cooked at a higher temperature maybe. Do they perhaps put brandy on it and set that light to make it? What do they do exactly, do you know?
Well, the cheese they're famous for cheese up there, so they will use very good cheese. I think it's sheep as well.
Yes.
Let's see. So it won't be it's going to be...
That was intense. Mistique just had a cheesecake gasm right in front of me. No. And I got burnt.
No. I was very insulted by the comment that it's not anything specific in the ingredient. It's going to be great Basque cheese. Okay. You don't need anything more than that. I'm going to go to the next day because I'm tired.
Okay. So day 3,
Yeah.
good food in San Sebastian, Michelin star. You're having this specialty burnt
With Daniel
cheesecake
Radcliffe.
with Daniel Radcliffe after you've gone on the bus ride with him because that's all he can afford. Day 4.
To save up for the Michelin, of course. Okay, day 4 is sunny today, luckily, because it's been raining a bit on and off here in San Sebastian.
That's true, yeah. But a bit of rain helps with the photography, you know?
Yeah.
It really does. A bit of a grey sky actually can bring out a lot of the natural light a lot better around you.
That's a good way to look
so
at
you've
it.
had a couple of days of rain to kind of really bring the moisture out in the air, have that beautiful grass smell.
Yeah.
But now day 4 is sunny, so you are...
At the beach,
Hell yes.
La Concha, which has double meaning.
Yes, it does.
It
Can you
means-
tell me the meanings?
It means shell, because the beach looks like a shell. It's shaped like a half moon. It also means vagina.
Yes.
In Spanish. Or
Moving
you can
on.
call it. Yeah, you can call it that if you want.
You're Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Carry on.
And then there's a little famous steel sculpture at the end of the cliffs around the next beach, which is called Ondareta. So I will go to look at it. I'm not like super excited, but I like to walk along the beach and then along the cliffs. So this is what I'm excited about. A little iron sculpture. I don't understand.
I've been. I know it.
Oh, you know.
Another one, yeah.
It's called the Comb of the Wind.
Comb of the Wind.
Comb, yeah. And then while I'm in the area, I can take the funicular. I have
Funicular? Yep.
funicular
Up the side of the
up
the
there,
mountain.
but I feel like it's for old people, so I would rather do the hike. And then it's supposed to be beautiful views from up there, Monte Igueldo. It's also an amusement park there, but it's for kids mostly, so I'll skip that. That's it for that day.
Day 4, a day on your legs, just like day 2. So no, I can. That's going to be a full day's worth of hiking, of walking, of activity. So in the sun as well. Make sure you bring sunscreen.
I have 50.
You're going to be fine in the Basque Country then, and stay hydrated, of course.
Yeah, thank you. Aww.
After the patchodan you had the day before, on day 1, day 2. So.
Me and Daniel were drinking.
That boy,
was in Papua.
my God, he can put it away. You know, they call him a wizard because he can make vodka disappear. So.
Yeah. And next day, we're heading off to next city, Bilbao.
Bilbao, day 5 now, or in day 4?
Yeah. Also 1.5 hour bus, so it's so fast, everything. I will just go straight to Guggenheim because I think the spider in the front, the steel or whatever it is, spider, so cool. And I've seen that if you look under it, you can see the eggs, that they made it in a different kind of material. The eggs from the spider. And I will also look at the flower puppy that's right next to it, but I don't know what's special about it. It's just cute.
Yeah, it's very Instagram friendly.
Yeah, I don't have Instagram.
You don't have Instagram, that's true, yes, okay. It's very Tumblr friendly then, I guess. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Guggenheim, fantastic, one of my favourite museums in the world. I've been inside once when I was 21 years old, I think. I did a road trip basically across the north of Spain, and inside it there was an exhibition from David Hockney, I think is the northern painter, and the exhibition was called East Yorkshire. Which is where I'm from. So just a bunch of really well done, not particularly outlandish in terms of concept, just good landscape paintings, basically, from where I'm from. And I got so excited by that, I went to the security guard and I said, just by the way, I want to say I come from East Yorkshire. And he did not give a single f*** about it. He completely blanked me and went and sat down.
He didn't understand what you said.
Yeah. Basque people known for being a little bit...
standoffish?
There's a really good word for this, I'm thinking. Laconic.
What does that mean?
Not being particularly talkative.
Okay.
Yeah. Compared to the Argentinians, compared to the Andalusians, compared to the Sevillians. Yeah,
English.
So, compared to... Well, I can talk. So.
Yeah.
So, some of the English people. Daniel Radcliffe, not a big talker. Okay, so after the Guggenheim, what are you doing in Bilbao?
I'm gonna also go to the old train station, but I'm gonna take the train from there home anyways, but I want to see the stained glass window.
Nice.
And it's supposed to be a famous railway station from back in the days as well, that they used from there to Santander.
Very good. Okay, along the northern coast.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice.
Art Deco style, it said that it was.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I will eat pinchos, but for every meal, I'm gonna get so sick of it. But I feel like that's what they talk about everywhere. I mean, seafood in San Sebastian, yes, but rather than that, it's like just pinchos. So maybe I'll just save you the details and say I'm gonna eat pinchos for every meal. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
No. Yeah. Next day.
So
this is my most
day 6 now?
Yeah, this is my most exciting day, and this one I like to do these things. Okay, I could do it with one more person, but I also like to do it alone. It's a hike to a beautiful church that's kind of on the edge of the hillside, but this is in the middle-ish, closer to Bilbao, but in the middle of Bilbao and San Sebastian, and it's called San Juan of Gastelgache. How do you say this? I will take the local bus. It's normal to drive or to get like a tour bus, but I saw that there's a local bus that takes an hour.
It's on a cliff.
It's on a cliff, yeah. So here is Bilbao. I will take local bus that stops in Baquillo, and from there I will walk 1.5 hours up to this. This is like the famous.
It's on a headland into the water. That is beautiful.
How nice!
Look at that.
So cool. And you walk here on this stone bridge, very narrow stone bridge, out to the church there.
Nice. Oh wow!
How cool! So cool. And then the trip is basically walking that path next to the beach.
Let's try and get this named again. So, San Juan de Gastelgacheco, I think.
Okay. I don't know if people are taking the local bus to do this. I think this is fine. Look. This is the
fantastic
path out there.
Okay.
Like with water splashing on the sides, very, very
That
thin.
That is an excellent recommendation for listeners that they might not know. That's a really good activity. I like that. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be my favorite thing, I feel. Because I love the nature, but I feel like this would be a bit Irish.
Because it's a church?
Because of like cliffside,
Irish rugged
landscape.
Celtic terrain. I see what you mean. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. That is a great shout.
And then if I feel inspired, now of course this is very, very big disappointed with this trip. So I found a tour that does history tour, essential tour, and myths and legend evening tour.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Sold out.
Only in Spanish. And
okay, but in the perfect 7 days in Spain, you can speak any language and any language can be spoken. So you're also finishing the afternoon with a mystery tour.
8 o'clock. It's dark. They're going to talk. It's in Bilbao, and they will talk to me about a murder that was. I don't know if they found out who it was, and something else. I read it and I was like, so excited if I could do that. Which
you can in the Mistique multiverse.
Yeah. So I would end with that, and then next day,
day 7.
I will take the train 7 hours back to Barcelona. Actually, that's what's gonna happen
with your Game Boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. I don't think I can add anything to that. I don't have any questions. I don't know what else you could do. Maybe more time in Bilbao. That 7th day, you've got a full day before you get.
I have half a day, so I will
take a flight in the evening. You're allowed to. There's no rules here, so I think Bilbao is Spain's underrated city. I can say that about all of them because I love the country, but Bilbao really is something different. It is, and you will see this. All of the architecture is space age. It is some of it's so bizarre, so lurid, so fantastical. Everywhere you go, you can find something great to photograph. So I think you're picking a great city to go to, and I really hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I'd like to do an episode on Your Idiot's Guide to Bilbao soon, so you can do as much research as you can, and we can make it about it.
Yeah.
How about that? We hope you're enjoying this episode. If you are, consider giving a like, writing a comment, following, subscribing, giving us a high rating, all that jazz. You don't have to, but it would help us out with the algorithm in the place where you listen to your podcasts. Thank you very much, and let's get back to the episode. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. You chose to go to the north, which again, being a Yorkshireman, being a northerner, is something I will always approve of. However, This is a big country, much to see. You know, and our listeners who have been there from the beginning, from episode 1, also know that I used to live in Andalusia in the south of Spain. It is the region of the country with which I identify the most and that I have a huge love for. And, dear listener, I would like to give you the perfect 7-day itinerary in the south, in Andalusia, that I can. You ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
Okay, day 1. You will start by taking a flight to Malaga. Big city, second largest in the south, I think the 6th largest city in Spain with regards to population, but you won't be staying there because at the airport you'll be hiring out a car straight away and you can choose whatever you want. I'm going to go for some humble 3 Series BMW, I think, because I'm a BMW, but you're going to get yourself a car and you're going to drive immediately north from the airport up to the hills that surround Malaga, and you're going to have a really high elevation change. Your ears will pop. And as you continue driving through the mountains, you'll get to one point when you're so high up, you can see 3 countries in one go. What are those countries?
Oh, it's Morocco.
Correct.
And Portugal?
Nope.
Oh.
Spain is one of them. You can see Spain, you can see Morocco, and you can also see Gibraltar.
Yeah.
You can see the rock in the distance pointing
country.
up out of the sea. So, your destination is Ronda, the beautiful forgotten city on the middle of a cliff in the south. Ronda, famous for its bridge over a huge gorge. Have you seen this before?
Just the picture. I haven't
Yes.
been there though.
Okay. I've been there, beautiful place, small town, so you're going to stay there one night. You're going to have a beautiful dining experience in one of the little restaurants on the side of the gorge. You're not going to fall in, of course, but that's going to give you a nice sunset view of that beautiful bridge itself. Take a little walk, go to the bull ring, go to the mirador that's next to it for some amazing nighttime shots over the dry, arid, inhospitable Andalusian landscape. Really brings a bit of magic to the place. Listen to some flamenco.
You were dreaming right there.
I really
you
was,
were there.
yeah. Okay, day 1 finishes thusly. Day 2, you're going to take that car and you can carry on around the coast. So you're going to go straight down south, out of the mountains, and you're going to visit the beautiful artisan town of Tarifa. Very, very close to Morocco. I think you can see it from it. I've actually never been in real life myself, so it's a place I want to go visit. Tarifa, famous for 2 things. Number 1, it is, and I think Mystique's going to give it a go.
Yoga. No,
Yoga.
I'm just looking at the yoga.
Tangentially related, yes, but Tarifa really is alternative, hipster, leftist kind of town, and therefore very colourful. You know, a good place to have some fun. And the fact that it is blessed with strong winds and it has a coastline mean it is great for surfing, I think, and kite surfing as well. There's I think an annual kite surfing competition or festival or something similar at Tarifa, so a beautiful place to visit. You're only going to stop there, you're not going to spend the whole night there, because you've got your ultimate destination in Cádiz. Yes, the Silver Cup in Andalusia, the most southerly city in mainland Spain, an actual island that has been joined to the mainland. When you drive to Cádiz, you go along a road with ocean to the left and ocean to the right.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was an island.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was an island
exactly.
and then now it's
it
pushed.
used to be an island and they've joined it by probably just throwing down loads of sand.
Pushed, I said.
It's been pushed, yeah, exactly, yeah. They threw a lasso around the church and they pulled it in, you know, 10 strong men after drinking Patchland for an evening. So, no, you'll get there and you're going to go straight to the beach. That beach is Playa La Coleta, famous for a couple of things. On the end, you've got a little island with a walkway that leads to the Castillo de San Sebastian, which I think is still, you can visit if you're a paid member of the public. I've never been inside, but it's a very nice walk to get there. And I think part of one of the Bond films was filmed on Playa de la Coleta. But I'm not a Bond fan, so I can't tell you which one. But it has a wonderful white, what do you call this, like a promenade or building that has, I think, bars inside, chiringuito, that sort of thing. I can't remember what the name of the type of building is, but it's beautiful. Anyway, Cádiz has so much more than beach to offer. You're going to take a walk around the circumference of this city island, but eventually you're going to get back to the middle because you're going to have to visit the Torre Tabida, a tower in the centre of the city, I think built in the post-reconquest period, 17th century, something like this, I think. I'll do my research next time. But inside it, there is a camera oscura, and you can look inside this camera in a dark room, and it gives you great views across the city. And this was used as a vantage point, I believe, to see if there are any vessels coming into Spain that were pirates, enemy naval fleets, that sort of thing.
This is cool.
Yeah, cool place to visit. I quite like the Torre de Vida. That is day 2. Any questions so far?
No, I really want to go there, to these places. I've looked them up
It
already.
is difficult not to like Cadiz.
But I heard you don't need much time there. I heard
No, it's a small city. There's lots of
Yep.
places around it which are worth visiting, which we'll come to in a second. Tenerife is one of them.
one. Yeah.
But honest to God, some of my best moments in Cadiz have been in the evening after a couple of drinks. Great seafood by the way.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that is one thing you have to do that evening. Sit down, get yourself some tortillitas de camarones, which is the specialty of Cadiz. Camarones, it's a species of really small shrimp
Yeah.
that you fry.
In a pancake. kind
Yes,
of thing.
exactly. Yes,
I've
but
had this
crispy.
in Madrid as well.
Madrid. Oh, okay.
They say it's from there. My friend who's from there,
No,
she said
it's a Cadiz dish.
it's also something special.
Somebody from Madrid would say that. So
Okay.
there we go. You take, it's a particular type of wheat, I think, something like this, but you kind of fry. They look like big chips. They're crispy, they're crunched, they're quite thin because they're fried. They're a bit fatty, but that just provides so much flavour
good.
against the saltiness of the prawns, of the camarones, and with a bit of bite to it because it has the carbohydrate from the
Bit of
flour
pica
as
pica.
well. Bit of pica pica, exactly. We are motoring with our new vocabulary every single week, aren't we? Thank you very much. Day 3, you're going to visit another one of those amazing small towns inside Cadiz province. Now, my literal favourite city in Spain is not Cadiz, but it's in Cadiz province. It is Jerez de la Frontera, the sherry city, the home of flamenco music. What I think is the pinnacle of Andalusian culture. That is where you find it, Jerez de la Frontera. It is also one of the marcating points of what we call the sherry triangle. Now, sherry, fortified wine from the southwest of Spain. I would love to do an episode when I'm drinking again with you guys, and we will do. It is one of those things where if you grow it outside of this particular region, it can't carry the name sherry. The sherry triangle exists between 3 towns. Jerez de la Frontera is one of them. El Puerto de Santa Maria, just south of it, is the other. And the third place is where we're going. That is Sanlúcar de Barrameda. A beautifully exotic name of a town. Of I think of only about 15,000 people, so it's a small place on the western coast of this particular part of the country. And it is famous because in this particular place, the atmospheric conditions of it being so close to the Atlantic wind and obviously on sea level means that the microbes, the yeast that you use to make sherry wine, are more active than they would be inside Jerez de la Frontera. So the particular type of wine that you can only produce in Sanlúcar de Barrameda is called manzanilla. Manzanilla has a meaning in Spanish, which is
Apple.
close. Manzanilla means
Like a-
little apple.
Oh,
And sometimes when you take a glass of manzanilla to your nose, I do get
cider. Vinegar.
a beautiful, not vinegar. Thank God, not vinegar. You do get notes of a wonderfully lush, bright green Granny Smith apple. You know, the really kind of slightly sour,
Yeah, the good
beautifully,
ones.
yeah,
Yeah.
damp apples. I get that on the nose sometimes. But manzanilla means chamomile.
Oh yeah, I drink it every day.
There you go.
Yeah.
Chamomile tea.
With this name on it.
Manzanilla.
Yeah,
Yep.
manzanilla.
That's what it means.
Uh-huh.
So chamomile wine. That's what you're drinking.
And I always thought it was apple, which is funny, you know.
Oh, little apple, manzanilla, but it means chamomile, and that's what you get on the nose. Sanlúcar de Barrameda is the only place where this is made in the entire world, and I go mad for this stuff. So that what you're going to do, you are going to, again, in this game, there are no consequences to your actions, so you're going to have a nice bottle with some wine, with some, I think, perhaps oysters or mussels cooked in a beautiful cream sauce at one of the incredible small bodegas making manzanilla in Sanlúcar de Barrameda. Some pica pica, some nice strong meat to go alongside as well, and you're going to have a bottle of this stuff. It is delightful. Served chilled. I cannot think of a better drink and food pairing here in Spain. But in the afternoon, you can't pig out on food and get yourself drunk off your feet, because we're going to be watching a sports event. Again, this is my idea of 7 days, but it's not motorsport. It's not football.
horse riding.
Yes,
Is it?
it is, yes. Sanlúcar de Barrameda, its principal sporting event every year is the Carreras de Caballos. That's what it's called. I think it's a short festival, maybe about a week. That's another thing I want to research for the podcast, and I want to go next year as well. But it's horse racing along the beach. So the beautiful beach, yeah, it is incredible. It's a beautiful white coastline, really unspoiled. It's not one of the places that a lot of foreigners go to. They go to the Costa del Sol. And these horse races, I think also, if I've got this correctly, they're allowed reins, what you put around the horse's mouth so you can hold on, but you're not allowed to be wearing, not allowed to be in saddle. You've just got to be on the back of the horse. I think that's correct. I might be wrong. Very old tradition, I think, going back several hundred years now, and still as it was done way back when.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah.
The Barbadillo, which is the name of a bodega making manzanilla in Sanlúcar de Barrameda, are a principal sponsor of this event as well. So maybe some more free wine if I, charm the tourist board or whatever it may be, hunker up next to some marketing
Local.
types,
Maybe local.
Maybe local, yeah, could be. Maybe Daniel Radcliffe is happens to be there at the same time.
He's backpacking around the whole country, I think.
That's because he's a fan of our podcast. Thank you for listening, Daniel. You're welcome to come anytime. Day 4. You wake up in one of the most exquisite and elegant hotels in the country. That is, of course, the
inside Granada.
Not Granada. You're not far away. It is, of course, the Hotel Alfonso XIII, Alfonso XIII's hotel in the best city of them all.
Granada. No, I know what you're going to say, Seville.
Yes, exactly. She got there eventually.
I think Granada is cooler.
Well, we're getting to Granada. We're getting there soon. But yes, you are waking up on the banks of the Guadalquivir in Sevilla, the capital, the beating heart of Andalusia itself, one of the most amazing cities on planet Earth, and one that everybody should visit before they die, in my humble opinion. And you're going to see all the main sites in a single day. You drive from Sanlúcar de Barrameda to Sevilla through the night and parked your car, got yourself into the Emperor Suite, the best room available inside the Hotel Alfonso XIII. You had a little nightcap, a couple of beds, maybe some local wine, and you had an amazing evening with your special person. You're starting the day, of course, with the Real Alcázar, the palace, the royal palace in Europe that has been permanently used as a place of residence by monarchies for the longest period, I think, anywhere in the world, going back to the 14th century, the place where the best examples of mudéjar architecture are apparently to be found in the entire world. You're going to go in, there's going to be no tourists whatsoever, not a single person is going to get in your way, and you're going to have an amazing time with your audio guides, taking photos of the gardens, of the baths, all the rest of it. But don't stay too long, because next you've got a little walk around the beautiful, mysterious, some say haunted, El Barrio de Santa Cruz, the Jewish quarter of Seville, just next to the gardens of the Alcázar. The incredible spirit of the dead of Seville still walk the streets at night.
Ooh, a walking tour, maybe?
A walking tour, perhaps? Exactly. Best place to do it. Also a good place to keep out the shade, because the narrow cobbled streets give plenty of protection from the sun with the high walls next to you. You will find yourself a romantic Englishman speaking. You'll find yourself falling in love with everything you find around every corner, because you never see the same thing twice in El Barrio de Santa Cruz. But don't stop there. Next we have to go to the centrepiece of the Sevilla skyline, which of course is...
Alcázar.
No, we've already been to the Alcázar.
Cathedral.
The cathedral, the Giralda.
Yeah.
Giralda, of course, coming from the Spanish word girar, which means to turn, is the name of the weather vane and the beautiful lady on the top. The real Sevillanos say they never feel at home if they can't see the Giralda on the skyline. It was the minaret of the mosque before it was taken over, I think, in 1241, and now is the bell tower of the cathedral. That cathedral, by the way, the largest Gothic cathedral with regards to internal capacity in the entire world. And who is buried there?
Jesus.
Not Jesus. Is it Elvis Presley? No, not him either.
Some Alfonso guy.
No. One of the most important people in history, and we covered this in the Seville episode.
Pablo Picasso.
Not that one. Even more important than him, this guy's got a country named after him in Latin America, if that helps.
Salvador.
Colombia.
Oh yeah, Columbus.
Christopher Columbus, he is buried inside the Cathedral of Seville. You're going to walk every single step to the top of that bell tower. You're going to get amazing views of the city. Again, because there's no tourists whatsoever, because this is the perfect week. Don't stop there, however. We next need to get to the Setas, the Metropol Parasol, the observation deck, like a waffle design in the northern part of the city, which is the largest single wooden structure on planet Earth, and a great place to get some photos for your Instagram account, because that's important nowadays for many people. Not for me necessarily, not for Mistique, not for Silvano, but we appreciate that some people like doing that. You're going to finish by enjoying a sunset and a couple of cold beers at the Hotel Inglaterra, which is to be found in Plaza Nueva, next to the town hall. You're going to go to the top deck, where they've got a rooftop bar where you can see that enormous cathedral on the skyline as day turns to night and the stars come out all around you.
Romantic.
Day 4, any questions so far? We're halfway through my perfect week. Okay. Day 5, you're going to get a train straight away and go to the even more mystical city of Cordoba. Yes, previously the capital of the Caliphate when most of the Iberian Peninsula was under Moorish rule. Cordoba, a city of science, a city of art, a city of algebra, a city of mathematics, of engineers.
A city of fried anemone.
Which is what?
Anemone, the thing in the ocean, the jelly stuff that's poisonous. Anemone.
Jellyfish?
It's not a jellyfish.
Right, jellyfish?
It's connected to the coral reef. Anemone, the bubbly jelly stuff, stuck like a plant, but it's an animal.
And they pick it and fry it in Cordoba?
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried that.
No, this was
well,
so
that's
unique.
something we're going to try on in this day.
Yep.
Is it good?
Yeah, like fried and saltwater taste. Yeah.
That's exactly what I like, fried things from the sea, so I'm sure I would love it. So, but you're going to go to the Zoco, you're going to visit the Roman bridge. But the most important thing, of course, in Cordoba is the...
I've been there, but it's a church, but it's not. It's a mosque.
Yes, La Mezquita, the mosque.
Yeah.
Cordoba was the seat of power in Moorish Spain. They had one of the biggest mosques in the world at the time, which is still there to this day. Then the Christians retook the city and retook all of Spain, built a cathedral through it, despite it. So you've still got all the beautiful Almohad architecture, the beautiful... just go. I can't do any justice by words.
Cool.
And then once you've done walking around the kind of Moorish, the Arabic parts, you get to the centre and you've got St Paul's Cathedral right in the middle. Such a contrast. You will not find that anywhere else in the world. That's why you have to go here on your perfect 7-day trip in Spain. You're going to finish that day with another evening train ride to...
Granada.
Bing, 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 bing. Day 6, Granada. The oddball of the family. The most distinct city in Spain. It was the final place to be conquered by the Christians, which happened in 1492. And therefore it retains a way more of its Moorish, of its North African influences and character than any other place, even in the south of Spain. You're going to start with a walk, however, in the Gothic region. You're going to visit the cathedral, which is really quite magnificent and intimidating and imposing in the city. Isabel and Ferdinand, I think, are buried there. The king and the queen who were ruling Spain when Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas and when the Moors were finally conquered and expelled from Spain. But you're obviously, if you're going to go to Granada, you're going to go straight to the Alhambra. One of the wonders of the world, the Moorish palace on the hillside, that inside and outside is just an absolute gem to behold. Ernest Hemingway adored the place, spent so much time there, as do I. What I love doing when you go to the Alhambra, you're inside one of the palatial rooms and you look at one tile on the wall, and you see the intricacy with which somebody, at some point in history, has carved by hand using a scalpel that beautiful design. And then you see a tile next to it with the same design. And then you realise you're in the whole room of so much intense human artistic activity for the sake of having beauty. That is something which that motivates me to travel. That's what I love to go and see wherever I go somewhere. And Spain, I'm proud to say, is a country where this is in abundance.
I hope you're staying in the fancy hotel inside Granada. No, inside Alhambra.
We are doing, yeah.
Okay, you are staying there?
Yeah.
In that house
We need
thing?
to drop our bags off, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to walk down toward the river through the gardens again because we've got a couple of places to visit in Granada. The first place is the Albaicín, and specifically the Mirador de San Nicolás. Here you'll find artisan people selling paintings, playing folk music, playing flamenco on guitar. It's a beautiful place. You also get incredible photos of the Alhambra. Any of your friends who have been to Granada and put a photo on their social media platforms, they're probably standing in the Mirador de San Nicolas taking it. It is absolutely beautiful, but you're not going to stay. Well, I would say have lunch in the Albaicín, take in the beautiful aesthetic, the calm nature, less traffic, less stress, less everything, more life. Then you're going to go to Sacramonte, where a lot of houses are built into caves. Now, going back a few hundred years, this was where the outcasts of the city live, the marginalised population, the gypsies, the people who were lying about their conversion to Christianity. They would live in this neighbourhood, and this is said to be the birthplace of flamenco music. All these elements that come together when you think of flamenco, the playing the guitar, roughly, the dress, the stamping your feet, the clapping your hands, the using body parts to make music, the singing together, coordinating your activities to make beautiful music, that apparently was born in Sacramonte. We have no written record of its evolution, so it's hard to prove, but this is what they say. And you're going to go to a show with a bottle of wine in Sacramonte before going back to the hotel in the Alhambra to again have a good old time with your significant other. Before day 7, you're going to wake up with a bit of a hangover. Totally okay, totally permissible, but don't miss your train because you're going to go back to the capital, my former home, Sevilla. Your plane later on in the evening, you don't have to worry, everything's going to be fine, not going to be delayed, perfect sky for flying. So you're going to go to the Alameda de Hércules, the largest square in the northern half of Seville, and you're going to have a beautiful late lunch at one of the restaurants with a pitcher of sangria, maybe with some cognac, to ease that hangover and to toast and say farewell properly to one of the most amazing places you've ever visited on vacation in your life. That is my perfect 7-day vacation in Spain.
I want to go there. I mean, I've been to all of them now.
It worked.
Except
I convinced
3.
you.
3 I haven't been to.
Fantastic. Anything to add?
No, great. I would, but I don't have time, so
Okay.
another time.
And I think we'll call it a day. Thank you for your time, Mistique. It's always a pleasure.
Woo! Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
And we shall see you guys soon. Enjoy your holiday.
Baripappa, baripari, baribari, stantillando, barilla stillantellado.